Alright, what's going on everyone? Nomad here. We're going to be trying the Gruul Encounter deck today. So this is a deck built around the card Random Encounter. If I can get it to pop up here, I don't know what's going on, there it goes. Shuffle your library, then mill 4 cards. Put each creature card milled this way onto the battlefield. They gain haste at the beginning of next end step. Return those creature cards to their hand. And it has flashback for 8. So it's kind of a casino deck. So we've got lots of big stuff. The name of the game is going to be having big bomb creatures that do something when they enter or attack because they get haste. So I'll just quickly go through all of these here. I think you know most of these cards. They're just big bads that do stuff. Jumbo Cactar, if we can hit it, would be pretty funny. And Galta, of course, because things are going back to our hand. So if we were to hit Galta off a random encounter later, then we could be able to resolve cards in our hand and actually keep them on the battlefield, which would be super nice. And then here on the lower end of the curve, it's cards that are just going to be putting lands on the battlefield. It's all about ramp. Alright, so we got 4 Llanowar Elves, 4 Springbloom Druids, 4 Summon Fenrir's, and we have 2 Bloomvine Reagents. This is a decent hit off of random encounter, or if we get it in the hand, we can use it to ramp. Run 25 lands. I'm not sure if that's the correct number or if we go lower because we have so much ability to tutor lands up, but I really don't want to miss land drops, right? We wanna hit random encounter on turn. I mean, we can do it on turn 4. We want to hit it as fast as possible, essentially, and we need to hit a land every turn. So that's the deck. I hope you enjoy. Okay, game 1 here. Uh, this deck I usually mulligan pretty aggressively. I'm just looking for ramp pieces in my opening hand. We only have Springbloom Druid here and some tapped mana sources. I'm not super sold on this hand, so we're gonna mult. And of course this is even worse. Um, oh no. I think I'm gonna mull again because we need something. Alright, I guess we're keeping this. And we'll put Drakaseth away. We'll keep the lands on top. Keep them coming. I mean, if we can hit Bloomvine, it's not too bad. We should be able to hit that turn 3. Oh, if our opponent is discard, this is gonna be really bad. That is one deck I've run into a couple times that just destroys this deck. Um, discard, discard is, I would say, the hard counter because if you aren't able to ramp early and you lose out on like getting your important ramp spells out in those early turns, it's over for you. Your chances of winning, I think, are quite low. Yeah, this is gonna be hard. And our opponent is mono-colored. This Magmated Hellkite only hits non-basic lands. And they're probably gonna minus Lily here. I will not be missing you on rotation, Miss Liliana, that's for sure. And let's spin the wheel and see if we get out of it. Not bad. Not bad. Our opponent has something here. It must be cut down. That's the only thing that would be sticking for 1 mana, unless it's like corrupted conviction or something. But it's mostly cut. It's most likely cut down. All right. Well, we'll kill Liliana. I think this might be lethal here. I mean, if they have the Bloodletter, then it's definitely lethal. But ugh, that's not good. So then half the life rounded up. I think we go to 3, right? So we're on 1. Oh my goodness. Come on. Oh my god. Oh. And we actually get them. That's, I mean, it's a casino deck, right? You spin the wheel and you hope it works out. Oh my goodness, I did not think we were winning that game. All right, next match here. It's looking like a pretty good hand. We have the Land of War Elves into the Spring Bloom Druid. We have the random encounter in hand, which is great. We have Fatal Passage for mana correction, so we're gonna keep it. And Dimir Toxic, another deck that I cannot wait to rotate. This is one of the decks I despise. It's not interesting at all. It's boring. Let's see what our opponent does here. I will definitely block with Druid if he swings with the Skull Dweller. Every toxic point's gonna matter here as we try to ramp into our random encounter here. Okay. We are gonna tap our Llanowar Elves to play another Llanowar Elves. I thought I thought we had 2 red sources. I was gonna play the Boiler Bilges. I didn't look at our lands, that's my mistake. We'll let that go through. Okay. We will go get a red source. And let's spin the wheel. Come on, baby. Okay, okay. And we're definitely getting rid of Mirex. Alright, that was a pretty good hit. I cannot complain about that at all. These are all some pretty good creatures to get, and the opponent's tapped out, so they can't react. And we hit Trumpet and Carnosaur. And we hit another Magnetic Hellkite. Our opponent's down to one land to use next turn. And they can go ahead and kill whatever they like. The nice thing about hitting Lumra off the random encounter is that you get the lands to play the next random encounter. That was great. It's nice when the casino deck works. There is the responsible part of me that's like I should just play Lumra and then like just play out my hand instead of playing the random encounter, but then there's a little devil on my shoulder that says yes, but you could also just play random encounter. So first things first, we're gonna crack the Fable. We're gonna go get reds because we have a lot of green. So if I was to, all right, I guess our opponent doesn't want any more. All right. Uh, this hand's okay. It's not the best, but it's not the worst either. Like these two good ramp pieces. I'll keep it. I'm still kind of learning what I want to keep, like, and how sketchy of a hand I am able to keep with this. I do like hitting random encounter off my opening hand because it sucks when you're just sitting there waiting for it to show up. We'll put a Patali on the bottom. And the next turn we'll play Fenrir, I think. Get that Saga ticking. We'll grab a green source. Opponent is playing Mardu. I don't see a lot of Mardu decks. Always happy to see it. There was also a part of me that wanted to take this shell that we're working with here today and build a Jund deck around it. Um, just because we're milling cards, so and then we could be like reanimating this stuff. But I think that's a little more convoluted, honestly. Um, I don't think you need to do that, and I think you're trying to do too many things with one deck, right? But I think it could be fun, nonetheless. My apologies, I had to sneeze. The opponent has got big things to think about, apparently. Many choices. They are they're crunching the numbers. They've got their abacus out, their calculator, their chalkboard, their whiteboard, their magic 8 ball, and they are trying to figure it out. I don't know what to say. Okay. Okay. I think we're gonna keep ramping. There's part of me that wants to impend the Overlord and just kill Zoraline, but I think we just want to progress with our plan. Like, they're not presenting a super dangerous board, and we can survive a few rounds, so we should take this opportunity now to ramp. Because if we can hit Lumra, she has reach, and then Zoraline's not gonna be able to attack anymore. Anyway, of course they could always kill Lumra, but that's a risk we have to take. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we hit a land off the top, we can play Limra next turn. Untapped land, specifically. Thunder of Unity. You draw 2 cards, lose 2 life. Whenever a creature you control enters this turn, each opponent gain and drains 1. Okay. Alright, and there's the untapped land. So we will play Limra. Alright, we get 2 lands out of it. It's not too bad. We've also stopped Zoraline from attacking unless they kill Lumra. And then, of course, we have an army of boiler bilges we can use. Alright, so we are definitely going to be removing Siegebreaker next turn. Because this is going to become extremely annoying. Because even if we block the Zoraline, it's just going to keep coming back every turn. Which is extremely obnoxious. We could just play another Overlord and just get him ticking. I think we do that because I think we're past the point of ramping now. and hit our opponent for 9. They are on a 2-turn clock. They will actually be... They'll actually be dead next turn because we can hit them with Overlord, and I don't know if they realize that. They probably don't, because they have no idea that this would be in my hand, and who would expect you to have 3 Boiler Bilges in your hand? That's ridiculous. So we'll attack first. Okay, and that's lethal. We didn't even have to spin the wheel. Cool. Okay. We are looking at our opening hand here. 3 lands in hand is always good. We have the Fenrir for 3. I'm just gonna keep... I keep mulliganing, trying to get better hands, and I keep screwing myself over. I think sometimes you gotta just take what you can get, and sometimes okay is acceptable. You don't always need the nut draw, as they call it. Oh, good. Yeah, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I get so bored of like seeing the same decks all the time. Like I personally don't find it fun to play the meta deck. I don't I don't like going on the internet and having some, and getting my deck from someone else. I think half of the fun of playing Magic the Gathering is building decks, looking at the cards and finding the synergies and creating it in your mind and then seeing if it works in game. I think that is the real joy of this game, and I do not understand people who just want to win and just net deck and play. I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. I think it's a very boring way to play, and we're gonna sack this. If they want to protect Tifa, that's fine. They don't, which is interesting to me. We're gonna play Bilges here and get rid of the traveling Chocobo. But yeah, like there's nothing wrong with like seeing a deck that someone's playing and saying, "Oh, that's really inspiring. I like, the interaction between those 2 cards or what they're trying to do." And, innovation and mimicry is fine, but just grabbing your deck off the internet and going copy paste without really thinking about it, I just don't see how that's fun, personally. We'll go ahead and play a Tally here. He's a good blocker. And then hopefully we can hit something good off the top. These guys will have some good stuff for us to hit, like even if it's just a body. That's fine. We can actually proc a lot of landfall. We have a lot of fetch lands. We have a lot of like Lumra and stuff. So we have ways to utilize what they have. Now the risky thing is if we swing with a Tally, there is a chance that we just die. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna swing first, see what we get, and we whiff because Magic hates me. That is the thing with this deck. It is total RNG luck based a lot of the time, which is okay. These decks are fun to play every once in a while. I don't like leaving my success up to chance though. I'd much prefer something I have more control over. There's always going to be an element of randomness in this game because, I mean, you're drawing cards from a shuffled deck, but I am probably going to double block Tifa here. Maybe I'm crazy, but I think she's very dangerous. That is a Galta. We can play him. He has trample, so I'm going to keep him. And we're just going to keep hating on their board. I didn't even think about the interaction between Galta and Itali. I totally forgot that we could put Galta on the board for free, knowing that he was on top. That's kind of foolish of me. It's very foolish of me is what it is. And it looks like things are not going to go well for our opponent here. If they swing like they are now, then the Cactuar is going to get them, which it will. GG. And we got him. Again without random encounter, so. Alright. We're back in it here. This looks like a pretty decent opening hand as far as ramp is concerned. We got the Land War Elves, we got the Druid. Carnosaur's not a bad hit either because we can discard him to kill something. Land War Elves turn 1, say go. Mr. Skrelv. I think we're going to get 2 red sources here because we have 2 forests in hand. And we have 2 red creatures in our hand as well, so. And we will just decline. Hopefully our Land War Elf lives, because then we will get to. I'll probably use a Tolly. I don't know that our Carnosaur hits are going to be super good here. Because a lot of our creatures are. Oh, pardon me. Sorry, I got distracted. I find this so weird that it says hexproof from green, but it also says it can't be blocked. Oh, it's the next part of text. Okay. I thought it was me misunderstanding what hexproof from green meant. Okay, I'm just stupid. This card's been in standard forever, and I'm like completely misunderstanding it. Let's go my turn. I think we'll slam it. We'll just go for it, right? Make them have the removal if they have it. I imagine they do, right? Usually these low to the ground decks usually carry removal so they can get through. Vindicator's pretty good. Definitely not a creature that I've seen as much. Oh, thank goodness. Well, we'll commercial district on top. We'll put this in the graveyard. So we're more likely to hit something good. Not bad at all. Alright, we'll swing all these. I'll take a Land War Elf, sure. Would really love if Italy had some better stuff here, but I mean, it is what it is. Alright, and Phyrexian Vindicator's gonna hit something. I would hit the regen, because he's sticking around. Yeah. That's the wise choice. Or Italy. Italy's a fine choice, too. So now we're gonna just keep spinning the wheel on random encounter until either we or our opponent dies. I think they're counting our mana, seeing if we can play random encounter. They're not swinging with Vindicator. It's so interesting to me. Spin the wheel, spin the wheel. Bye-bye. And that's the nice thing about having boiler bilges, right? Being able to enter and attack on the same turn, dealing 8 total damage is crazy. Alright, I'm gonna mulligan aggressively. Gotta ramp. Gotta do it. It's the only way we win. Grab green. I was incorrect. We should have grabbed red, because now we can't play boiler bilges next turn. Oh, I'm dumb. Alright. Opponent is showing us Esper colors. I'm wondering if there's some type of draw go type of deck. Ooh, okay, in that case, actually we're gonna play Spring Bloom Druid, and the reason is they're holding up 3 mana, and I think they're holding up at 3 steps ahead. So I'm gonna play suboptimally to try and make it less likely that they're gonna counterspell us. And we'll grab one of each color. And we'll hold up the Carnosaur for removal, so we won't swing with elves. Make them have it. Make them have it. Which I'm sure they do. And we'll get in there. This type of deck is going to be very difficult for us to beat, because if they have the counterspell for a random encounter, it's over. It's very simply just over. We're gonna just keep slamming stuff though, because they can't have counterspells forever. They can only have so many. I wonder what their top end is. I've been seeing a lot of Kaya's lately because people are sad she's rotating, and I am too. Kaya is a really fun planeswalker. But yeah, I'm just gonna hard cast Boiler Bilges next turn. Hit him in the face. And again, holding up counterspell mana. I'm gonna swing. They're gonna let it go through. Oh, I'll hold it. Alright, that's fine. We will... I think we'll Drakuseth, because I want Boiler Bilges to live. So I want to try and pull out as much removal from that as possible. And that is lethal. Drakuseth will kill them if he gets to attack. Slam Illumra. We're just gonna keep slamming stuff until you run out of stuff, man. Come on, man. How many cards or lands do we have in the graveyard? 2? 3. Nice. That's a good card to keep on top. Actually, no. We're not going to do that because I don't want them to know what's on top. Oh, it's a Mind Splice deck. Got it. Got it, got it, got it. Alright, so they're trying to do like Outrageous Robbery or something, or like a Finale of Revelation or something cool like that. And we'll go tutor for a land. And we'll start using these, make sure that if we do have land on top, we're drawing through it. Yeah, this is just true control. Drago, which is fine. They have to have something every turn. And eventually they will run out. Now's the time. They only have 2 mana left. I doubt they have the 2 mana anti-creature counterspell. I guess they could have the Phantom Interference as well. I didn't consider that. Alright. Let's see if our opponent has the removal. They could always flip their token to block if they don't have removal. Or they can just White Sun's Twilight. Oh, those tokens can't block. Alright, everyone. Cross your fingers with me. Cross your fingers. Come on. Come on. One time. Oh, yeah. That felt good. That felt very, very good. Alright, folks. That was Gruul Encounter for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I did. I don't think this deck is particularly good or anything, but it gets an A plus on fun. I mean, who doesn't love playing random encounter and you know lucking out on it? It's a super fun card, and I love cards like this in Magic. They're not you know they're not meant to be incredibly overpowered, but they're fun, right? They get you excited to play the game, which is what Magic's all about, right? I hope you enjoyed. I'm really excited for Edge of Eternities. It's probably my most anticipated set of the year. That and Tarkir. I really like Tarkir as well. I really like the End Universes set. I'm not super into Universes Beyond personally. Um, yeah, thank you for watching. I'm gonna try and keep posting a Magic video every day. Um, it's getting kind of difficult to find something different to play every day, but I'm gonna keep doing it until I can't anymore. So yeah, if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.